All right, now we're going to do something brand new. The NBA All-Star Game is coming up. We're doing a little fun segment. We're going to do an NBA All-Star Draft. So let's go over to the green room and take you through the process. That's a big blow for me and Team Millard Fillmore. I guess I'll get the third pick on this President's Day edition. But we'll start things off. Justin, you have the first pick.
Well, with the first pick, you got to take the best player in the league, and for me, that's LeBron James. He would be my first pick if we could do this, and I think he's the best player. He can play any position, and he can guard any position. He's the best player in the NBA. He's going to be able to score, pass. You can talk about not winning big games. I think he can do it. I'll take him number one.
So LeBron James goes first in the draft. I can't argue with that. Kevin Durant just put up 51 last night. Can score in multiple ways. I got to coach him up, so he works on his defense and rebounding. He has the ability to be a much better rebounder, at least the size. I'm going to make him hit the weights. Hopefully it doesn't affect his three-point shot. Who do you got next, Josh?
I'll go with the best basketball player in the league over the past decade, Kobe Bryant, as my third pick. I just don't see. I have the ultimate closer, a pick-and-roll tandem. Defensively, Dwight Howard is going to shut anybody down. I feel like this team could win a title right now.
See,
just those three guys.
I was banking on you taking Kobe. I don't want him taking away my boy Kevin Durant's shots. Durant's shooting over 50% from the field, all right? What's going to happen instead is Blake Griffin is going to be down low, putting down highlight dunks, blocking shots, grabbing rebounds, and being a force and making my team the most exciting one to watch in the league. I'm taking Blake Griffin. Right now I got Durant at the 3, Griffin at the 4, Bynum at the 5, and a big point guard in Darren Williams. And I'm going to have Carmelo Anthony at the 2 spot. That's my closer.
The ball stopper.
Hey, we don't play deep. We run. We get up and down.
I don't think you're going to get up and down with Carmelo as your ball stopper 2 guard.
Andrew Bynum's a great running center.
Yeah, great running center.
We don't need him. We have Blake Griffin.
Yeah, yeah, Blake Griffin.
And
okay.
Darren getting down there. Durant going out on the wing, knocking down the fast break threes. I like my team. That's all I'm going to say. Carmelo, I did the best I could with getting the third pick. You know, I got a little frazzled in the green room. It was out of my control.
You got the third best team.
No, that's not true. Well, this is our final Incompetent Sports Talk of the year, and for me and Justin, who are graduating here in a couple weeks, this is the final Incompetent Sports Talk for us that we'll ever have. So we're going to take a little bit of time just to talk about some of the memories we've had over the last 2 semesters, some of the fun times we've had here hosting the show. Iowa, I believe we picked them to win every game for the first 8 weeks. So if we were always right, then Iowa would have went like 8, maybe 10-0.
Probably to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
It's a Rose Bowl championship.
I had Alabama, Stanford.
That's not too bad.
I mean,
turned out all right.
That was just the stock easy pick to make. So you're not getting any credit for picking Alabama. I had Virginia Tech, Wisconsin. I was big on that Wisconsin train, and really disappointed me in those back-to-back
two Virginia
games.
Tech picks out of us, huh?
That's weird because you're
you're
the Virginia Tech bias guy. I mean, if
and
you
you're
go
just
back
along for the ride.
Exactly. If you go back and look at those shows, it's amazing how many times Justin Buckland found a way to work a Virginia Tech or a Virginia Tech player into the show.
I try to each and every show try to get something about Virginia Tech. Yeah. You guys noticed
at some point. Kind of how Josh Bolander found a way to get some Maryland basketball.
Exactly. You got to get Maryland basketball on the show.
See, I left out Virginia Tech basketball as he left out Maryland football.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, well, that's not very hard to do when you're talking about things of significance in sports. So my favorite part had to be watching Nard Dog play, just week in and week out.
Nothing better than saying Nard Dog and arm punts, right?
Nard Dog just hoisting some arm punts from all over the place. Our 4 years, probably the worst 4 in Iowa basketball history. And not very impressive for football either. Except for that little Orange Bowl.
Orange Bowl.
Oh, we won an Orange Bowl. You're right. Okay, good call. The Iowa Hawkeyes pulled off a huge upset win over Indiana. We'll recap that game, preview next week's Hawkeye games, go around college basketball, do our first NHL part. I was right there. That's so much.
You got to give me
around.
Yeah. You're Chris Berman.
Don't do that to me.
Don't you ever say that. I feel like we need to grow out mustaches for like one show. It would be awesome.
A good way to end.
Even if it was just like Rogaine. So it was just real thick.
Mustache, a little Charlie Chapman going on.
Charlie Chapman? Who's that? Who's Charlie Chapman? All right, we don't have time for this, Justin. Stop bleeding.
What are you doing?
Your notes, you can see it from the camera, just get bloodier and bloodier.
He's just passed out at the end of the show. Guys, march in like a lion, out like a lion.
I'm glad I don't have to do anything after this today.
That was stupid. Hello and welcome to another edition of Incompetent Sports Talk. I am your host, Kyle Hughes, joined as always by Justin, Josh.
I looked at his eyes. His eyes are like water and red right now. Should give him a little bit of time.
We don't have time. It's March and the madness is officially taken over the IST studios. It's time for our basketball.
Extravaganza. The madness.
Woo!
We all gone mad.
As always, by my good friends and colleagues, Justin Buckland, Josh Bolander.
We held it long. We held it long.
I didn't know good friends was coming up.